Hello, everyone. I'm Zarina Andres, Managing Editor of National Mortgage Professional, and today we're getting practical about AI. Not just what it can do, but what happens when it actually starts doing the work and what that means for originators. Joining us are Pavan Agarwal, founder and CEO of Celigence, creator of AngelAi, and CEO of SunWest Mortgage, Chuck LaFleur, president of All In Lending, Jennifer Vallinayagam, COO at SunWest Mortgage. I'm sorry, I forgot to introduce Angel Sumlin from SunWest and Angel AI. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. All right. Well, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining the call. We have some really exciting content to share with you all today, which is the latest from Angel AI, our AI agents, which goes right along the theme of this webinar. The future of mortgage is an AI workforce. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started. The gang's all here. So Pavan, let's just start out because I know your time with us may be cut short, but for a very good reason. Pavan, where are you today?
Yeah, hey everybody, I'm in DC. Just had a great meeting with the Director of Poultry's right hand at the FHFA and heading over to HUD next. And it's all about making the government more efficient and reducing the cost of home ownership with AI. A lot of great things in the works. So glad you guys are tuned in. And the stuff that we're doing here with AI workforce, with AI agents, with Angel AI, it is changing literally the whole world, not just lending, but the whole world. And it's reducing the cost of literally every product that you consume, right? So it is the greatest hedge against inflation. And I know right now inflation is pinching everyone due to high oil prices and this geopolitical disruptions. But there is good news on the horizon. There's a lot happening, and manufacturing is coming back to the U.S. The U.S. economy added what $3 trillion of manufactured goods last year, while China did $4 trillion, right? And there's we're Americans. We're free. We're innovative, right? China may have more people, but they may have 2 or 3 times more people than us, but we have 3 times more innovation, and we will figure it out. As long as we stay focused on our core American values, on innovation and on freedom, we will remain number 1 in the world. And that's where AI comes in. And you all, focus on innovation and adopting everything AI can do for you, and using this AI workforce that we're giving to you almost for free. Essentially for free, because you just pay for it with the points that you earn while using the app. So it's just an incredible offer. It's an incredible time to be alive. So Angel, let's jump right into it. I know everyone's super excited to see how an AI workforce actually functions.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to show you today how easy it is to create an Angel AI agent, just some of the things that it can do for you. We're really excited to have Chuck LaFleur here with us as well, who has been an early user of Angel agents. So just to kind of set this up, you guys may have heard this term SaaSpocalypse. I know it sounds a little dramatic, but the reality is it is pretty dramatic. There's a real shift happening right now in the way we think about software and software as a service. Because for years, the model has been you buy software, you hire people to use the software, then you buy more software to get all of your software to work together, and AI completely changes that. Because now, instead of giving someone another tool saying, hey, here, learn how to use this, you can just tell an AI agent what you need done, and it can do it. And so you can see from some of these numbers what's happening in the market. The market's already recognizing how significant this change is. So from several software service companies, Workday, Salesforce, Adobe, there's been a 30% decline in their share value. Airtable, from their valuation which was over 10 billion to their acquisition price, it decreased 88%. That's huge. IBM lost 69 billion in a single day. And this is all from the Wall Street Journal. So that's everyone is recognizing this shift coming.
Yeah. So to put it in perspective for you all in the lending industry, is think about the software systems that you use right now, whether it's for your loan origination system, whether it's for your CRM, whatever it is, your phone system, all of those services that you plug into and you pay large monthly fees, right? They're all now with the press of a button replaced by AI.
So Pavan, that kind of leads to a question that we had come in. How much good will AI do for the economy? So what's your opinion? They said the price of producing goods and services may go down, but if AI replaces jobs, what will people do to earn money to buy goods and services at any price?
Well, AI gives you more access to products that people got left behind. So it creates more jobs because what used to cost a lot of money now can be done very, very inexpensive. So people who are left in the financial services world, people who are left behind, who the industry ignored because the loan amounts are too small or because the income is too complicated, they are now looped into the economy and they're becoming homeowners, or they're getting the student loan that they need, or they're getting the loan to run their small business that they need, and that all adds to the economy. So you have to keep the money. Money is the blood flow of the of our economy, is of this organism that we call the American economy, and anything that can block the blood flow can lead to a stroke. So we want technology to keep the blood flowing smoothly and without friction as much as possible. And that's what technology does. And we've seen it, over and over again through history, where technology literally has lifted us up in mass every time there was a breakthrough, whether it was the internet or going back 150 years, or there was the railroads. Everything lifts us up and makes us more interconnected and more accessible.
Thanks, Pavan. So rather than just in theory talking about how angel agents are going to work in business, we're really excited to have Chuck LaFleur with us to talk about how he is using his own angel agent. So Chuck, you said that almost immediately after you started using it, you saw a pretty dramatic increase in efficiency. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience?
100%. So I have a team of two loan assistants. Well, one's a loan assistant, one's a pipeline manager, and she would do like everything for me, running payments, pre-approvals, doing all this stuff. And the second that I began with my angel agent, she started getting fearful of her job because I wasn't asking her for anything anymore, right? But the funny thing was that she's a loan officer too. So that now all of a sudden now, and she's on my team, now she had more time to focus on income producing activities, and now she's making more money than she ever has, simply because I've been able to take a bunch of tasks off of her, which were just tedious things like running payments. What's a 2-1 buy down calculation for these 6 different houses, and all these things all can get done in 2 seconds. So that's one thing. Right off the bat, we absolutely an amazing efficient, right off the bat. It was like the first day. Well, once you got, I was like, wow, this is crazy. What else is possible, right? So,
Yeah, yeah. It's like saying, whether does an electric saw make carpenters obsolete? No, it just
right.
reduces the cost of everything carpenters produce, so they can produce more and sell more.
100%. So I'm like 4 months into working with an angel agent now, and I swear my whole life has actually changed in my business
Yeah,
life. And I'll give you an example. I mean, just some basic bullet points on what it does. Um, Obviously it removes limitations, but I'm now realizing it just makes us smarter in terms of connecting systems together because you're working with the agent to essentially put together what you want. I'm now like an official vibe coder. I built 4 websites already and they're producing leads. It's ridiculous, right? I mean, I couldn't even I was like an Atari child, seriously, back in the day. So it's just, that's the thing. I think the biggest thing is because I look at things more deeply. I look more at, all right, how do you integrate this? Because I'm talking to a lot of people, and everyone that has met me and have seen it, and and the name of my bot is Simile is her name. And now when they see her work, it's like, well, what do you do it with? And I said, well, the first thing is wherever you're at, you have enough vision. You have to be visionary enough to know what do you actually want. Because I think a lot of people know they need AI, but they're not sure how to integrate it in their businesses. And I was watching a podcast from Pavan a couple weeks ago, and he hit the nail right on the head. He said too many CEOs are passing off the the AI to their tech department instead of them, you know. And the thing is that they need to be the ones, the drivers of that. So my wife actually just got an angel agent, and she's not even in the mortgage industry. And I told her, I said, I'm not going to do anything. You got to do it. You got to integrate with it. And now within one day, she's creating lead funnels and lead magnets and stuff she's been wanting for years because I made her like, you got to know what you want and just ask. It's almost like you have to remove what you think is possible. It's absolutely irrelevant what we think is possible. You have to just know what you want and then just ask, hey, can you build this for me? And they'll say, absolutely. Let's do this. Chuck, do you want me to do it right now? Because I could just do it right now.
Chuck,
So it does it.
I like the way you said that. You have to remove what you think is possible. Now,
Yeah,
that's why AngelAi, we say nothing is beyond reach. Right?
correct.
The possibilities are endless. And this kind of technology just puts you in charge. Just real quick, Chuck, a little background about how we connected. It was through a Mindset Summit, correct?
Actually, I think the first time we met was at the Realty of America headquarter launch, right? And you took a picture with me and gave
That's
me your
right.
phone number, and I was shocked. I was like,
That's
wow,
right.
I have Pavan's
Yeah.
phone number. That's so cool. I wonder if that's his real phone number.
Yeah.
And it was.
Yeah.
But then
And
it was
then,
through Mindset Summit. Getting involved in that was huge. So yeah,
yes.
absolutely. I'm excited for
And
this week's in Vegas.
yeah. And you became, just by getting involved and networking, you became the very first person to get angel agents and to try it. You've been testing it for us tremendously. It's been a huge help.
Yeah.
Right? And so everyone listening, get involved with our mindset summits, get involved with our events, because that's how you get the latest cutting edge technology. Like one of the things that we're testing out right now is called Angel Legal Agents. It'll review your contracts. It'll help you negotiate your deals, and it's like so much that you would spend on attorneys, it would do. In fact, it's so good that some of the attorneys that we've shown it to, they're upset with us because they're like, wait a minute, you're taking away all of our highest margin work, that the stuff that they would give to their paralegals to do, the Angel AI agents is doing for you.
Mhm.
So, and again, it's all money that you're going to save, right? None of us like writing checks to attorneys. And this is how you can get deals done faster and lower cost. Right? Thanks, Chuck.
Absolutely.
I guess one last thing before we continue. Chuck, what is your number one advice to the people, after they watch this webinar and they start playing around with angel agents, Angel AI? What's your advice? What are the mistakes you see people making that you didn't make?
All right. I think the first thing is I think a lot of the lending agents, they think they're going to replace us. I don't think that. I think what's going to happen is that it's going to make people go very high into production because they're going to be able to reach places that they were never able to reach before at a fraction of the cost. So it's something where, I mean, I'm an old dog. I've been doing this for 21 years. So for me to head right into this, now this has become a cornerstone of our company. It's an absolute one of our pillars that we're putting into place. And I want to say it basically is intertwined with every value of our company, whether it's our state licensing, whether it's coaching and accountability of our loan officers, whether it's just creating the team environment, or whether it's our finance department, whether it's our processing department, whether it's our LOA department, it doesn't matter. It's basically makes us all superhuman. So don't wait. Like otherwise, there's loan officers like me are gonna not wait, and we're just gonna go ahead a lot farther faster. So do it now, and hit me up if you have any questions for sure.
Exactly. And Chuck, I'm an older dog than you. I'm going to be eligible for reverse mortgage any day now. And yes, Angel AI does know everything about reverse mortgages as well.
Yes, it does.
And it's actually one of our roots from early 2000s, deep into reverse mortgages. And we've done the reverse mortgage back end for Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Guggenheim. So we're top reverse mortgage originator and technology. And AngelAi is fully trained on it. So, and it's a great product right now. There's so much equity, folks, out there with this, inflation. Here's a good side of inflation. There's a ton of equity. And America is getting older. So if I know a lot of people right now thinking, well, rates are so high, what do I do for new business? Right, reverse mortgages, and you could even buy. There's even a reverse mortgage for purchase program, and it's an amazing product. You don't need to qualify because it's equity based.
If I could add one more thing. I was at an event last week and I was speaking with someone who has a pretty big mortgage company. He was telling me how they spend $1 million a year at least or a month or something like that on their CRM. And I was like, wow, you could probably save a lot of money. He's like, no, 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 no. We have this. It's built already. You'll never catch up, he told me. I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That goes back to the first slide that Angel had, which is, all these SaaS software as a service companies, they spend so much money building it, and you literally can reproduce it with a couple of prompts with AI. And that's why all these companies their stocks have crashed. All right, Jennifer, up to you now.
Okay, I know everybody keeps talking about angel agents, and Chuck has been using it and using it for a while now. I just wanted to give a little bit of a background about what is angel agents? What are you talking about? What does that really mean, right? I know some things that you've all heard about or heard in the news is like OpenClaw and Claude and agents and things like that. So angel agent is nothing but it's a framework that brings together that security and the warranted intelligence that AngelAi is able to offer you all, and combine that with OpenClaw's dedicated agents, like for calendar management, event management, websites like Chuck talked about, monitoring, social media, and some web search tools, whatever those simple agents that you all have, that is being offered through AngelAi's dedicated warranted intelligence, right? So that is what Angel Agents is all about. Without any further delays, let's jump directly into how to set up an Angel Agent today and how you're able to use those Angel Agents for various activities that Chuck has been using it for. Angel, on to you.
All right, great. Yeah, so we're going to start out just by showing you how quick and easy it is to create your Angel Agent. And Chuck, I love how you said you didn't tell your wife what to do, how to do it. She had to figure it out on her own, and sounds like it didn't take her long to figure it out.
You almost got to make it. You don't want to do it for them. Like, let them have the experience, because every agent's even's got a different personality. You build like this relationship with it. It's super interesting. So
we'll jump in and I'll show you guys what it looks like to create your agent. Like Chuck mentioned, it has its own personality and you get to create that. So all you do is go into AngelAi and say you want to create an agent.
And the beauty of that, while she's showing you how to create that agent, this information, your personality, your data, your information, everything is maintained on chain in your Angel wallet. I know if you've attended many of these webinars before, Angel has probably talked a lot about Angel Wallet. All of this information is going to be on chain in the wallet. So you will have access to it, and only you will have access to how to train her, how to train your agent, how to train your personality. Everything is up to you.
So after I told AngelAi I want her to create an agent for me, I just accepted the terms and conditions there. So create agent, tell her we want to go ahead and get started, accept the terms and conditions. And here's where the magic starts. Okay, so I'm going to tell her my professional role. So I'm a loan officer. She asked me how much experience I have, what my preferred language is, because she does speak lots of languages. And then she's asking me to describe myself. And, the more detail you give, the better, because you'll be able to, you're teaching her about you. You can see I just did a quick little sentence, but spend some time telling her about yourself. And then here is the fun part where you get to pick their personality. So it says, how would you like your angel agent to behave? Casual, cheerful, concise, detail-oriented. You can pick 6. So I picked detail-oriented, warm, professional, helpful, and empathetic. And then you can also choose some constraints. So I know when we talk about agents, and even when we were on here talking about Twin, there was concern of like, is it going to go rogue on me? No, absolutely not. And you can set some constraints ahead of time. So if you do not want them to discuss politics, don't give legal advice, medical advice. You can even select this require approval before executing any action. So if you want to make sure that every single thing your agent does is approved, you can select that one. Then you get to name your agent. I named mine Susan. And then here you can select the skills that you want your agent to have. So I'm going to select note-taking and web search here. There's also, as you can see, we're adding more and more skills. So there was calendar management, email triage as well. Now I'm talking to my Angel agent now. So I'm going to ask her to give me some information on Pavan Agarwal. He's here with us, but
and just to give you a heads up of how that is going to be used, right? See, supposing someone set up a last minute meeting for you with a real estate agent or vice versa, or you're going to go meet a broker, right? You didn't have enough information about who he is or who she is, and you don't know anything about that person, but you have a meeting with them. So you can send your agent on an errand and tell the agent, hey, can you tell me some information about this person, so that you have it handy and you're well informed before you go and meet that person. Remember, when you're going and meeting with a stranger and you have information about that person that's going to help you open that conversation, immediately that person is going to pay attention to everything you have to say, right? That builds the connection instantly. So that's one of the features that Angel Agent is able to offer you. Go ahead, Angel.
Thanks, Jennifer. So here I asked, can you give me some information about Pavan? And she shared quite a bit of information. So that would prepare me to go have my meeting with him. And then you can also tell her to, save this to my notes. So if there's anything that you want to retrieve later, you can instruct your agent on, notes that you want to remember. So that's how easy it is to create your agent. And we're going to show you at the end of this call, make sure you stick around. We're going to show you how easy it is to get started with everything. I also want to show you another feature that is just about to launch in AngelAi as well. And that's may not be what you're expecting from a mortgage AI demo. We're going to actually create a will. And there's a really important reason that we chose this example. As a loan officer, as a broker, if you're providing, if what you're providing the borrower, the value that you offer is specifically the mortgage, at some point you're just competing on price, and there's always going to be someone willing to offer a lower price. So there's a much bigger opportunity here for brokers to become that client's trusted advisor, not just the person who did their loan. If you think about what happens when someone buys a house, obviously the mortgage is a huge part of it. But now that they have this major asset, they're thinking about insurance, they're thinking about their finances, protecting their family, estate planning. And these are all needs surrounding home ownership that doesn't just go away once the loan closes. So if you're able to continue helping clients with these things, you have a completely different relationship with them. You're not just the person who did their mortgage 3 years ago. You're someone that they trust, and that's not just based on rate. So when they need another mortgage, go ahead, come on.
Yeah, our priority is to make sure you, as the originators, have a lifetime relationship with your customer. Your customer is your customer. We want to make sure you have that lifetime relationship so that they keep coming back to you. And we're going to give you the tools. Like other companies talk about that, but we give you the tools so that you can create that bond that will last you a lifetime. And we're the only ones out there giving you tools like this that will help your business grow. Right? But it does require some vision and investment from you. You have to think about the problem, think about customer relationships in a completely different way. Think about being a value add and being a true advisor, advisor, life coach for them, as opposed to being transactional.
And the beauty is with AngelAi, you don't have to become an expert in real estate planning, estate planning, insurance, any other financial needs. Your AngelAi and your Angel agent just completely expands what you can help your clients with. So let's look at how easy it is to create a will. And you can invite your clients into chats with you. You have your own custom link just by creating an account. And all they have to do is say, I want to create a will. And AngelAi is going to walk them through the questions. So how many executors do you want? Ask you to name the executors, provide their contact information. And you can here add as many executors as you would like. And then provide your information for the will.
And for those who are watching, imagine how much someone has to pay to go get a will created for themselves, right?
Yeah.
And Angel will give you the secret sauce behind all of this. I mean, you will not be paying any money to get these things done through AngelAi. And more than anything else, you don't have to worry about which state you're creating it in or where you're creating it within the United States, of course. She is already trained on all the states and the governing laws related to the will generation, right? So getting all this service literally for free, right?
Yeah.
Imagine who's going to be able to offer that.
Yeah, and it literally, this is the power of agents and AI technology, and why, going back to what Angel said in the first slide, why these traditional software as a service companies are collapsing is because we literally, our engineering team made this in a few hours. Right now, it took months after that to have a compliance and legal. We spent a huge amount of money on legal to double check everything it produced. Everything had to be, because our brand is on it. We don't take, we give the wills that it created. We say you need to get legal advice and if you do on legal review, but still our brand is on it. So we spent a lot of money getting everything that it produces ran through our legal department and outside counsel, so that you have a quality product. But think about it, like everything that an attorney does, a few hours of coding from our engineering team got it completed, right? So, and that's the same power with Angel agents that we're putting in your hands. But this is just an example of an agent that's working right out of the box.
Pavan, you're going to love this question. You kind of already just touched on it, but how is creating a will in this system different than creating in ChatGPT or something similar?
Well, that's the difference, right? And you ChatGPT didn't spend. You can get a will from there, but they didn't spend any effort validating what it produces. Right? This is done with very tight guardrails. What it produces is going to be a quality product. Right? So
yeah, I think sometimes what people don't realize is, wills that they create, using a template. Some of these things don't stand up. A will is a very important thing when you think about, taking care of your family, making sure that things go the way that you plan for them to go. You want to make sure it's ironclad.
Yeah. And that's why it follows this sort of regimented process of asking these questions, because there's too much at stake. There's too much at stake to simply you write and say, I need a will and generate something. Because you go to ChatGPT and say that, it'll generate something. but can you rely on it?
I
We
mean,
spend
yeah,
millions of dollars on our attorneys to review everything this produces.
yeah. I mean, if you've used ChatGPT, you would have seen this message on ChatGPT which says ChatGPT is AI and can make mistakes, right? On the contrary, if you're using Angel AI, you would have seen that Angel AI has these warranted responses, which is 100% warranted by us, right? So
Right?
that is
Yeah,
the
you
difference.
base you have $120 billion warranty behind what we produce. Big difference.
And so Angel AI is going to walk through everything you want to consider when estate planning. It went through guardians for your children, any accounts that you want included. You can add as many beneficiaries as you'd like. And then once you are ready to start allocating, you can set percentages, different beneficiaries for different accounts. So just the exact same that a lawyer would draw up for you, as detailed as that. There's even a question about your pets that you want to include. So if you want your pets as a part of your will, Angel AI can take care of that for you too. And then here
Right. So that's the difference that ChatGPT won't guide you through with this kind of guardrails.
And then after all the questions are answered here, it generates your will for you with all of the information that you provided. Questions in the chat. How do we sign up and what is required with our free membership? So as I mentioned, by the end of this call, we are going to give you very simple steps of how to create your account and power it with enough tokens to run your angel agents for probably a couple months. Really, really simple steps. Essentially just create an account and attend a live workshop at a time that works for you.
and the requirements are a smile and a beautiful spirit.
Here you go.
That's all we require. It's an open access platform. We want you in there. We want you using it. We want to help you, and we want to lead by adding value, offering you value up front, so that we can win your business.
Oh, this is a great question. Often wills are modified as a person's life changes. They have kids grow up, they leave, properties are purchased. Are there ways to update the will periodically?
Yes, you'll be able to update the wills periodically. You can just go back and as soon as you log in and you tell update my will, you'll be able to automatically update the will that you have already created. Remember, it's all on chain, securely in your wallet, and you'll be able to access that and edit that.
Here's another question regarding the will and just other advice as a trusted advisor. So is there an issue offering this type of legal advice relating to LO production? Being a trusted advisor has always meant in the past that we cannot give tax and legal advice. Would this be considered legal advice?
No, you have to explain that that you're not giving legal advice, that you're giving them access to a tool which will help them generate this, but they have to take this and show it to their own attorney. This will just help them understand and accelerate. This is help them accelerate the process and help them run what-if scenarios and understand and get a sample of documents. These are giving them sample contracts, not final contracts. And the terms and conditions that you want the consumer to do it himself, so he clicks and accepts the terms and conditions, and the terms and conditions tells them those things. Yeah, definitely do not do this for the consumer, then you're crossing the line.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. there's two related to cost of Angel AI. One being, so we'll do part one and part two. One being, if Angel AI is free, how do you get paid? What's in it for you? And two, could we charge for this service?
Number one, I think I already said it, but I'll say it again, is we want to give you value. We want to win you over. And so that's why Angel AI is an open access platform. Okay, and we have 400,000 plus users already on the platform, and most of them are loan officers, just like you. Okay, and my tech company, and this is all offered by my tech company, and my tech company, its value grows exponentially as more users join the platform. Okay, so that's how I make money, is that the valuation of my tech company keeps going up. And second is by giving you value and you engaging in our tech platform. This is how we get 99% of our business in our mortgage company. Right? We don't ask you for the business. Our customers send the business because they want to, because it's so helpful and so positive, such a positive experience.
So how you can get started with your Angel agents, it's really easy. If you guys have been using Angel AI, you know, we've talked about all of the actions that you take within Angel AI earn you Angel points. If you were on our call talking about Angel Twin, you know your points power your twin. And I do see a twin question. We'll get to that in just a moment. When you create your Angel AI account, right there, boom, you get 1,000 points. We also offer live on-demand training workshops. So it's one-on-one, you and a expert angel advisor during regular business hours. They're available anytime on the hour. So you just go into Angel AI and say you want to schedule a workshop. You select the date and time, and you'll get a meeting link for that date and time. So for doing that, 7,000 points. And those points all convert into the tokens that you need to run your Angel agents. So 1,000 points is 1,000,000 tokens. So if you just do those two things, you create your account, which I can tell you takes under a minute, and then schedule a workshop. You now have 8,000,000 tokens. You can power your Angel agents for a long time on just those two activities. But as loan officers, there's so much that you can do in Angel AI to earn additional points. Really, any of the work that you're doing on a loan, taking an application, running credit, anything that you're currently logging into your LOS to do, Angel AI can do it for you, and you're earning points. And those points will help you power your agents. And the question I mentioned, there's a question about Angel Twin. Does this work with your Angel Twin? I'm assuming we're talking about the agents.
So your Angel agents are separate from your Angel Twin, right? Because you want your agents to do the work that you want them to do. They are like your personal assistant or someone you're tasking with. Your twin is basically a replica of you. So you're using your Angel Twin to represent a digital version of you when you're taking an application or connecting with consumers and everything. Your Angel agent is basically doing tasks for you as a personal assistant to you. So if you're thinking that your Angel Twin will work as an Angel agent, they're two different things, but they're both powered using Angel points. But they're all there to help you 10x or multiple X your business without you having to spend a lot of time on all your administrative work that you have been doing, or you may have to be doing, or at least not add more administrative assistance to help you with what you have to do. So that's where your Angel Twin, your Angel agents, all of these are going to help you in the entire Angel AI ecosystem.
So now that you know what an AI workforce is, how you can get it very easily and for free, why is this so important right now? You all know right now brokers are being squeezed from pretty much every direction, right? You're competing harder for every borrower. your margins are tighter, compliance and operating costs at the same time aren't getting any cheaper. So in the past, if you wanted to significantly increase, how much business you can handle, you had to hire more people, right? But that's not just salary cost. You have recruiting, you have training, benefits, management, overtime, employment risk. So all of these expenses you're taking on, and that's whether or not your volume grows. So what AI is giving you for the first time is pretty much a variable workforce. So you can increase your capacity without increasing your fixed overhead at the same rate.
Yeah. And that's the key. That's why in my mortgage company, I'm able to get a loan completely manufactured beginning to end for under $125 a loan, where the industry average is $5,000 a loan. If you think about it, $5,000 a loan for a $500,000 house, which is about median in California, that's 1 point. And in the Midwest, that would be 2 points.
Yeah.
So this is why the industry is getting squeezed so much. That you have to cut those costs down, and this is the platform where you can cut your costs down.
Ooh, is this only for employees of SunWest Mortgage, or inevitably to be used brokering loans to SunWest?
It's an open access platform. It's for everyone can use it. We want you in there. We want you learning how to use it. And if you choose to broker loans to us, we'll love you for that. But then when we make it so easy, why wouldn't you?
All right. So are you using processors, or do you think AI will eliminate processors? I know you can speak to how SunWest is handling it.
Well, we don't, we originate hundreds and hundreds of retail loans every month as well through distributed retail channel. We don't have any loan processors. The AI does literally everything. And what happened with our loan processors that we had, they became loan officers. They either became loan officers or they became account executives. And just like Chuck was saying about his wife, who was bogged down in administrative work all day, she's now producing record volume of loans. So this is all about getting more business done. Right? Reduce the cost so that you can do more business and help more people.
I could actually answer one of those questions in the chat, if I may, about processors. Yeah.
Please.
So one of the questions was, do you think it will eliminate processors? I mean, I do think that what's going to end up happening is that, because right now I'm using an AI agent, my processor has an AI agent pretty much. So, I mean, literally, so what happens is that the little things that it takes to take time to draft a really good customer friendly email of everything and stuff like that, that gets done in a second by Zoe, who is her processing. And then Zoe can read the conditions and put them where they need to go, literally. And all the clients absolutely, even though I did a disclaimer that she's an AI assistant, right? That they're like, oh, thanks, Zoe. I appreciate you so much, this and that. I think it's not going to eliminate them. I don't think. I think it's just going to help you as a business to not need as many, and then eventually you probably won't need any at some point. But obviously, using AI is like an integration. It's a scaling into your business now, and to the point where it just gets more and more and more efficient, and it's needed because everything's right. There are shrinking mortgage and rising costs for sure. So we have to work more efficiently now because there's just less transactions, right? And the cost per transaction is a lot. So that's one. If you think through your business, if you're in the mortgage industry, look at every single avenue of your business where you're spending money and ask, where could AI do this? Where can AI step in and make this faster, cleaner, at less costs? And you'll find it'll basically be able to help everywhere. So.
And I think I can take that next question, Angel, which is, can the customer use the will to be executed on this platform, and is there any cost? As I said, as Angel mentioned, there is no cost. You just use your Angel points. And the beauty of being able to sign, yes, you can sign within Angel AI itself, because you will be able to use Angel AI's e-sign platform, Angel Sign. And again, that is free of cost as well. And you don't have to pay the monthly fees that you have to pay for any vendors like DocuSign or Adobe PDF or whoever, right? Angel Sign is within the AngelAi platform, and it's again free to use. And you use Angel Sign to sign the will documents, and you'll be able to do that within AngelAi itself. So
Yeah.
it's a
I mean, we
complete
rolled out Angel
platform.
Sign. We rolled out Angel Sign internally about 2, maybe 3 years ago. And before that, we were spending more than $50,000 a month on DocuSign, company-wide. That went to zero. Right? And we want to give you that same ability. Right? And it adds up. Right? Each one of your loan officers are probably spending a couple $100 a month on DocuSign. For why? Right? When you can do it completely for free here.
Yeah, and when you 10x your volume, then that's going to 10x your DocuSign bill as well. Remember, they charge you per envelope that you create, right? So you don't want that to happen. So be an early adapter and, take advantage of Angel Sign and all the features that Angel AI has to offer you for free. Literally everything
Yeah.
is free within Angel AI.
Yeah, and there's a whole, as you can see on the screen here, there's a whole ecosystem within Angel AI. So we showed you literally just 2 features today, the Angel Agents and your will generation. We're talking about Angel Sign, your DocuSign replacement. There's Angel Insurance, life insurance. Coming soon, you'll have tax preparation, Angel Mail, Angel Phone. There's so much within the Angel AI ecosystem that you can adopt and not just simplify your life because it's all in one place, but also save a ton of money.
Yeah, and then Angel Agents connects to just about every third-party system out there, from Gmail to WhatsApp to whatever you could think of, Canva, right? So you set up an agent to create a presentation for you. It'll do it in Canva, and then you tell it to convert that presentation to a website. It'll do that. In fact, that's one of the agents that we've had for a long time in Angel AI, which you all should definitely take a look at. Is you can take any Canva or PowerPoint that you've ever created and ask it to convert to a website, and it will. And a website with the funnel, lead capture, and everything for you.
There's another question
Right,
there
so,
I'd like to answer there. It said, will SunWest be able to be very aggressive in pricing since your loan costs are cheaper? And the answer is yes. We price our loans to start with just in Loan Sifter to see where things are at. And SunWest is always at the top. And there's a reason for that. They're very, very good at saving money, and they pass that on to the consumer, which passes on to the brokers, which they're already very aggressive across the board
yeah,
on pricing, and that's by design. I mean, it's just because they're great at managing this. So they've passed their costs on to base the savings to basically make it so consumers and brokers can have the best pricing possible. So I
yeah.
mean, I have loans with
And
SunWest all the time. So
yep. And I'm a DC right now and talking directly with the FHFA and HUD, and I think it's definitely going to get even better.
awesome.
And we did have this question come in earlier, I think for Chuck, but for fun, I'm going to ask Pavan as well. So we'll start with Chuck. How long have you been using Angel AI?
Since April. No, seriously, I was on a trip and I had about a 4 hour plane ride, and I'm like, okay, let me get into this thing and see what I can do on the plane. I was shocked by the time I landed. I was just locked in. So it's been about 4.5 months now. It was right at the beginning of April is when it was. And I've been on it every single day since then. So
Excellent. So you've got a ton of points then.
yeah, yeah.
All right, Pavan, how long have you been using Angel AI?
Well, it's not a fair question because I built it, right? I've been coding it since the 90s, right? But we've had it fully running end to end since the end of 2018, and since then we've helped over 200,000 families and 40 billion funded. And before that, turning back the clock to 2006. And the core Angel AI engine was rolled out for reverse mortgages, and we were the first, it's still the only fully automated reverse mortgage underwriting platform. Right, so this has been additive and built over the years, piece by piece, till we have today is complete AI end to end.
Let's see, can AngelAi help a consumer prepare a work write-up for repairs and improvements on renovation loans?
We could do that, yes. Sorry, not we. AngelAi can. So used to calling AngelAi as we, so don't.
She's a person.
Yeah.
We feel, yeah. For us, she's our daughter.
All right, folks, I put this slide back up. So don't forget, go to angelai.com. If you don't already have your account, create your account and then schedule a workshop. You just have to tell her, I want to do a workshop, and schedule it at a time that works for you. And then boom, you've got 8 million tokens to be able to power your agent. So what questions are left? So where is the concentration of assistance with working in Microsoft Environment Explorer and file saving schedules? I'm not sure if I understand that question, if you want to clarify.
Yeah, if you don't mind clarifying that question, unless I assume the question to be if I'll be able to, if AngelAi, sorry, stop that, sorry. If AngelAi will be able to connect with Microsoft environment and schedule and save files there, if that is the question, yes, that is one of the Angel agents that is going to be available within AngelAi. So you will be able to train her to do that skill as well. Prepare a monthly. Yes, that's a great question. I love that. Can AngelAi help my borrowers prepare a monthly budget and track monthly expenses? And that is one of the skills that we are to be trained to have that skill by mid of September. So yes, that is already in the pipeline. I don't know if Angel, you have a slide that shows everything that are scheduled, but if not, we'll share a site and the slides with Andrew, which he will be able to share with you all. And that will tell you exactly all the agents that will be, all the skills that she'll be trained on within the next 45 days here. And you can start creating your own Angel agents starting August 17th. That is the day that you will all have access to create your own agents.
Okay, how exactly can I sign up? Go to angelai.com. You're going to see a little chat input box. So if you don't have an account, just type in create account. She'll walk you through the steps. It's very easy. It's going to take you less than a minute. And then ask for a workshop, schedule a workshop. That's the best way to just get in, get going, earn those 7,000 points. But as Chuck mentioned, you're actually probably just fine playing around in AngelAi and figuring it out yourself. But we do offer those live workshops. It's with a human being one-on-one at your schedule. So take advantage of it, earn the points. Also follow us, AngelAi and SunWest on YouTube, and you will see all of our webinars published there. So let's see if we can power through these. Helping my borrowers to manage expenses with a budget gives me reason to stay in contact to ask for referrals. Do we have specific training on this?
Yes, it's basically once you set up your Angel agents, then you'll be able to add that skill to your Angel agent, and then you can share your Angel agent link with your consumers, and they'll be able to use that skill in order to create a budget and help them track that budget on a monthly basis. So yes, as soon as you're able to register, which is starting August 17th, you can request for a workshop. Like Angel Sumlin said, you can go to angelai.com and request for a workshop where you'll be trained by a live angel advisor. We call them angelistas, and they'll be able to show you exactly how you can do this.
All right. So yes, as we wrap up, like Andrew is saying in the chat, meet our team. We're at Mindset Summit this week, which is part of the Originator Connect conference in Las Vegas. So you can go to mindsetsummit.com. And you can also register as you're registering for the Originator Connect conference in Vegas. All right. Well, thank you everyone so much for joining us. And as always, sending in such wonderful questions. Really great conversation. Chuck, thank you so much for joining us. So happy that you are enjoying your agents and love to hear your experience with it.
Awesome.
Right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to everyone who joined us today. Again, I'm Serena Andres from National Mortgage Professional. We can't wait to see what you and your angel agents do next. I know I'm getting my own. And we hope to see you all this week at the Mindset Summit, part of the Originator Connect conference in sunny Las Vegas. Thank you and have a great afternoon.
Thank you.